My name is Georgia, and I wanted to make a short video about how I'm getting through quarantine with an eating disorder. A couple people have reached out to me asking about bariatric surgery, and I had it about 5 years ago, if you didn't know. My highest weight was maybe 250, and then my lowest weight was about, a few years later, was about 150, and then now I've gained a little bit back. I see it as a tool, not something that's going to change your life or solve all your problems. I know this because, especially being stuck in quarantine, I'm having many of the symptoms that I did before that caused me to gain the weight in the first place. So these are just some tips on how I managed to get through the day in quarantine. First thing that is really important is protein. You have to make sure that each meal you have 20 to 25 grams of protein and then 10 to 15 with a snack. So I don't look at numbers, but I just have figured out over the years how to add protein to things. Unflavored protein is really great. You can mix it in with anything that you're cooking, and the protein is what keeps you full for a longer amount of time, and it should be like 2 to 3 hours before you need a snack. If you have 20 to 25 grams of protein and it takes you 20 minutes to eat, because it takes 20 minutes for your stomach to for your brain and your stomach to work together to realize that you aren't hungry anymore. Any hunger beyond that is emotional. What was my point? Oh, protein. So every single morning I have either a protein drink that I mix with protein, an already mixed shake, and then I add milk and malt powder to it. I take protein drink, mix malt powder and creamer and coffee, and I drink it with coffee, and that I really like. It really has helped me in the last year or two. I found something called theta healing. It's a way that you can meditate, and also if you work with a practitioner, you can change your belief systems. I really do believe that the energy you put out into the universe will come back at you in the same frequency. So what I do right now, if I have eating disorder thoughts, well, in the beginning, a little bit, I would give into it. So I always kind of make sure that there's some sort of sweet in the house, and then so then it's there. Like, it's my coping mechanism, and then I eat it, but I don't feel guilty about it. I enjoy it, and then I do something. So instead of completely avoiding it totally, I acknowledge that it's there, eat the thing that I was going to, and then do something else. So like I'll do some meditation or work on crafts, or watch something, just anything that can get my mind off of feeling that way. And a lot of it is coming from your subconscious right now, because you're just stuck inside, and what else can you do? The cool thing about it is I enjoy being alone, and I enjoy, I have so many things to do. I have things to glue googly eyes on. I have cherubs that I'm making into demons. I have creepy dolls that I haven't even started, and I have all the supplies. I'm totally enjoying this time. And I'm trying to give off good vibes, especially on Facebook, because it is really scary. I do watch all of the news, so I see the things that are happening to people when they're getting sick, and I don't want that to happen, and I'm trying to do everything that I can to to stay home while you have some time to pamper yourself a little, now would be like the perfect time to do like a deep conditioner on your hair. Don't cut it yourself. Just wait for your stylist. If you don't have a stylist, I can recommend a stylist. Same thing with, you know, if you usually get pedicures but have never done it to yourself, you know, go on YouTube and you can see step by step how to give yourself a pedicure. Go buy cuticle oil and little pusher things, and you know, you can file your toenails. I don't know if you ever have done that, but you can. I learned that in beauty school. So you can do all of that on yourself, and it feels just as good as if somebody else did it. And it doesn't take very long. Especially with your feet if they're dry and it's going to be, you know, you're going to wear sandals. I am super excited, even if I'm staying at home, to work with my plants, grow things. I don't even have to plant anything. Just the things that are going to come up from the ground are going to be gorgeous. I just know it. My plants, I know it sounds ridiculous, but I talked to my plants the other day, and they told me that they want to be by the windows more and they want to be up higher. And I had them kind of in the living room in a corner because I was afraid that they were getting too much light, and that's ridiculous because they are loving being by the windows. So I hung them all in the windows. So anyway, that is all. I just I want to thank you for watching this. I just really wanted to talk about how I'm dealing with things, and hopefully I'd like to give people just hope. The biggest problem that I dealt with when I was at my highest weight was not feeling like I was deserving of being thin or being loved. You are worthy. You are not just your weight. You're so much more of a person besides that. And I've realized that any weight that I am, I'm still the exact same person, even though I look at myself differently in the mirror and, you know, just have really negative thoughts. I have to be okay with who I am right this very second and enjoy the moment. I used to not understand how brides could plan so much and spend so much money on just one day, because I didn't understand that the brides who really had a great time on their wedding day, they just surrendered and enjoyed each moment from that day. And I feel like I'm so lucky to be able to be a part of that, and I can tell the difference of the brides, which ones have so much anxiety and are worried about everybody else and they just don't enjoy their day. And then I can tell the brides that just think the whole thing was magical, and I envy them because I want to be like that every single day. I tried to make this short, but it wasn't very short. Okay. Sometimes instead of watching the news, I will watch things that make me happy, like the Crazy Lamp Lady on YouTube, Guy Tang on YouTube, just anybody who has a good outlook and makes me feel inspired and happy. I just watch a lot of that. I don't, of course I watch Tiger King, it was hilarious. But then I watched the interviews that David Spade did after with the people from the show, and it's so sad how much stuff that they didn't show. And I don't know why I'm talking about this right now. Okay, it has nothing to do with this video. Okay, bye.